free love ya, even though the skies are grey above ya. Hey there, Yorkshire.
Greetings, gamers. Welcome back once again to the FM21 Leeds United beta series, and we're going to start here with the transfers. I want to say a massive thank you for those guys who are watching, liking, sort of just enjoying the content. Hopefully you are enjoying it, and if you are, please do smash that like button. It really does help in the channel and videos getting seen by other people, and I do want to try and grow the channel, so any help you can do to share, comment, like, help the YouTube algorithms, that would be awesome. As always, if you want to hit me up on Discord, chat on Twitter, anything like that, the links are down in the description. Now then, boys and girls, start with the transfers, as we have had the January window come and go. Not done a lot, but a couple of little bits here. So we have got João Mario, 28-year-old Portuguese player who is joining us on a free transfer at the end of the season. He's just going to come in to just bolster that kind of Mazzala sort of attacking area where we've currently got a couple of older stopgap players in Wilshere and in Cabaye. So he's just kind of looking to come in to hopefully improve what we've got in terms of like Click, Shackleton in that role, but also just add better depth than using Jack Wilshere, for example, where we might then offload him. We'll sort of see. But yeah, I think a good quality player for a free transfer. About 45 grand I think we're paying him, or 40 grandish, so not awful. He's just a player that's going out. He just triggered a clause while on loan, so not even anything I actually did. We have made the Jack Harrison deal permanent as well, so he is a permanent £10 million, done and dusted. He is our player now, which is awesome. You know, it's worth more than that, so we had the clause in the contract to make the transfer permanent. I thought we'd do that now, just get it done and dusted, and then we can concentrate end of the season on some other players. In terms of some other outs and things, we have sold Patrick Bamford. We're just like he was fine, but we weren't really using him that much, and it helped fund and just mean that we didn't go into the red for any sort of transfers in terms of the Harrison and things. Couple of loan players. We have also let Pablo Hernandez go just because we wasn't using him. He was wanted. 2.1 million for a player obviously about 35 years old. You know, I think we kind of just got to go for that really and just get the money in before we basically can't get any money at all. And like I say, a few loans and bits and bobs here and there. So not a ton of things going on really, but a couple of little bits here and there. I am looking at a player search on a free transfer. Can't sort of see him on here, but it's Milik, I think it's called. Not sure if he's also transfer listed on here. I think it's called Milik. Yep, Napoli striker. He's available on a free transfer. He's already on 81 grand already, so we'll see there. But I think again he could be a decent signing, bit of depth for us. 26-year-old Polish player, but he's one that's on my radar, or we might go for some other players because we will have about 23 million at least to spend, and if we do some sales we might even have more. Looking at the squad then, see top goal scorer, 12 goals Jack Harrison, but also 12 goals for Rodrigo. You know, he's obviously stepping up there as well, which is brilliant to see. You know, he is worth £40 million on 100k a week, 29 years old. You know, he's an older player that we brought in, kind of like a prime years player. Half tempted. Well, I would be half tempted to sell him, to be honest. You know, if he has a good season with us, maybe flog him on in his prime for 40 million and we've paid 27.5. We can get 40 million for this guy, or even thereabouts, 35. Put it together with the money we got, we might be able to even take another step up and take like an absolute superstar player out there and bring him in. We'll have to see. Click. Got 7 goals there, 3 assists. Top assister then, 12 assists for Rafinha. Looking pretty good is Rafinha. You know, he's not been remarkable, but he's been good and solid for us. 24-year-old Brazilian, so pretty happy with what he's doing for us. And then we have Jimmy Shackleton, 8 assists there, 6 for Phillips and Rodrigo and Harrison things. So all in all, playing pretty well. You can see everyone's nice and happy. A couple of little bits here and there, but nothing too major. Obviously, Llorente has only just come back into the squad. He will be playing in today's game. Now, I am coming back a little bit earlier than I kind of said I would, just because it was a huge stint. Now, if we'll have a look, then we last met for the Sheffield United and the Tottenham games, which we won both 3 and 4-0 respectively. We followed that up with a redonkulously hard-worked game against Forest. I mean, arguably they could have won it in like the 90th minute as well, hit the post with a shot. It went all the way through extra time, it went to penalties, and it was like 8-something on penalties or whatever. It went a long way, but we eventually got through. We did get knocked out then in the next round, though, against Brentford. I did make a few changes rotation-wise for these games, but not like dreadful amounts, so it was a poor performance from us. We did beat Palace 3-1 and Chelsea 2-1. They were leading in this game, and then we just sort of turned it on in the last like 10 minutes to win the game. Remarkable stuff really from us, as I would say they probably were deserving of a minimum a draw, but arguably maybe even the win. We then beat Man City 1-0, kind of got a decent first half goal and just sort of held on. There was pretty much no chances or highlights in the second half. It was just kind of one of those games that just seemed to end. So that was awesome. We got the win there. We got a 5-1 drubbing of Fulham and a 6-1 drubbing of Sheffield United, who are kind of right down there, I think, bottom of the league. So, you know, it is one of those things that they're already kind of a leaky defence, but absolutely turning on the style for those few games there. Just absolutely bossing it, guys. I mentioned it in the last one. I'll mention it again a little bit today. You know, the tactics in terms of having ones where you're just sort of everything's ticked and you're super high pressy and intense and all that kind of jazz, they've been OP for a little bit. I also think that for this kind of 4-3-3 formation does seem to kind of really suit it as well. It kind of OPs the OP. But these are just, it's the meta stuff. So I won't use OP again. It's the meta. You know, if you want to go full on press in this kind of like tactic, you're going to do well. I would say, I think arguably if I put this tactic to another team in the Premier League, you know, we do have very good players. So if you pick someone like Burnley, they're probably not going to be where we were. But I think they'd be definitely doing a hell of a lot better than, say, wherever they are. And if you put this on like one of the top 5 teams, they're just going to walk the league, I'd imagine. You know, it's just how it is. Gegenpressing, high pressing, intensity tactics just are the meta. They just do the business. And, you know, I was kind of replicating Bielsa a little bit. And I was also just wanting to have a bit of fun. So we kind of went all out on this one. I normally don't do that for my tactics because it just gets a little bit easy. You know, the thing is, like, you go to someone like a Liverpool and they're decent, but they don't play the way, they don't play gegenpressing the way they do in real life. You know, they kind of do it a bit like if you just go to your tactics and just choose their style of gegenpressing, which doesn't have all of this kind of on. You know, it's not the full mashings. It's kind of like a get in there, so to speak, one. So even when you come up against these teams that do it in real life, for example, I mean, Leicester, really good pressing team. You know, you saw what they did to Leeds in the league. Or counter pressing, should we say, but good pressing nonetheless. And they don't do that. You know, it's just not replicated like in these games. So you don't really get the kind of high press versus high press as much. You kind of get high press against okay press, and so you can still drub them. You know, you can still just outdo them. And yeah, it's just a bit OP. It's a bit too much. I just think that needs to be turned down in the match engine or whatever. They just need to kind of rein that in a bit and create more options. I mean, yes, you can win with other tactics and things, but ultimately, when you get like 10 years in or 5 years in or whatever, and you're really trying to stretch and get the best out of a team, you've got some awesome players now, you're in high depth of Champions League and all that, you seem to drift to a high intensity pressing tactic. That is where you ultimately, I generally found, when I've watched a few YouTube things, you just seem to drift and end up in that kind of style. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. How are you getting on? What tactics do you find working and things? It's a fun save. It's a beta save. I'm not like taking this super seriously, so I'm not that bothered. But I think in my main save, which will be coming up after this, and it will be starting off with IFK Yodeborg, because we didn't finish them off last year. We didn't really do them justice, and it's something different as well. I'll explain it properly towards the end of this, and on the first episode of that series. It's going to be different to the kind of usual stuff, but yeah. I'm not going to go full out like this, I think. At the very least, there might be pressing, but that's not going to be like full on. I kind of want it a lot less intense, so to speak. So that's all to come anyway, guys. Let's go and play today's games. This is the tactic. You've seen it long enough. I've had this screen on for a minute or so you can see the players picked. Llorente, the main one, coming back in after injury. Let's go, boys. Submit the team, and let's try and do their business. I've decided about the monitor in case you're interested, because I think I mentioned in last episode that obviously I got like stupidly high monitor and big monitor. I kind of get used to it a little bit because I've used it a bit last night, a bit today doing some recording. I might use it again a bit later on, but I've ordered another one that's smaller now, and I'm going to take this back to Curry's because I bought it online. So you do have, even if you've opened it, you do have the opportunity to return things. So because it's distance selling laws and all that kind of jazz. So I'm going to return it. I think it's just too big. If I sort of sit a little bit away from the screen, then it's not too bad. And, you know, I kind of got it. Oh, come on, Harrison. Come on, boys. 30th goal of the season for Jackie Harrison, leading the goal scoring charts for us. Beautiful stuff from him. And I've persisted with him on the right, Rafinha on the left, and it seems to be doing the business. I am scouting out a few proper right-footed left inside forwards, because Rafinha is left-footed as well, so it's kind of a similar situation to the Harrison one. And I think we will probably look to move on Costa at the end of the year and bring in a full-on right inside forward, and then just have like Rafinha as maybe bouncing, or whoever bouncing between the two, and have like a first choice on the left, first choice on the right, and then good depth for both. So that's something we'll probably look at going into next season, because we will, as things stand, have European football, potentially Champions League football in our first season up. Well, it'd be second then, but you get what I mean. So that would be awesome. I mean, I'd love to bring in someone like Haaland. I mean, obviously the ties to Leeds are there, but you're going to have to spend like 200 million. We're just not going to have the budget. It would be cool if I could, but yeah, just not going to have the budget. If you hadn't made that move, obviously in real life, to Dortmund, we might have been able to maybe get him from his last club at a reasonable-ish fee, but I think he'd still come. I think if we were in Champions League, you know, if we get in Champions League next season, he doesn't Dortmund. If we had an offer accepted, you never know. Might be able to bring him in. You might. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's kind of the pipe dream, really. I'd love to get, because we're only doing a short save. I'm kind of thinking he's going all out maybe next year and trying to get some cool, awesome players. Harrison just whiffs it wide. But yeah, so I have ordered a new monitor, and I think I'll get that one. It's a little bit smaller, you know, because I want to do a few other games on the channel, and I'm looking to expand and do different things. As Almiron goes, close, good save from Mezio, comes down to close the angles well there. But I just think it's all right, but maybe just a bit too big. I'm still really unsure. I mean, part of me is just tempted just to stick with this and just cancel the other one coming. Well, I'd probably have to return it. I'll have to take it if it box, so it won't really matter, but not use the other one. I don't know. It's a tough one, guys. But I think I might go to the smaller one. So that's kind of an update on the monitor gate for you there. But dressing room, things are going well. Keep it up, boys. Newcastle are struggling in the league, so you know we do want to get a win here. I mean, obviously we're playing really well in the league. We could easily afford to drop points in a few games and stuff. Don't want to, but we easily could afford to if needs be, or if things happen. But I think we're definitely on for a Champions League finish top 4 this year. And how we're doing, we're currently 3rd, I believe, or 2nd. It sort of bounces back. Oh, Rodrigo takes the deflection of Harrison, actually, and Harrison gets credited for his 2nd goal of the game. It says 13th goal of the season, but that'd be 14th. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I even said 14 down there. Is it 14 games or something? Maybe that's an unbeaten run or something. But it said 13 earlier, so don't know what that's about. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. 14 games without defeat. We are cooking with gas, guys. We are cooking with gas. This is going way better than I thought it would. I mean, you kind of know that high press, Bielsa, Klopp style, even Guardiola style a little bit, tactics in FM are just too good, really. They are too good. Hence why I try to not go the full on, try and find like a bit of a middle ground. But, I didn't think it'd be this good. I didn't think it'd work this well. We're going to bring Phillips off for Sturridge. We'll also bring a bit of fresh legs on for Shaki. And we'll also bring some fresh legs on for Rafinha. Bit of fresh legs just to rotate the guys, 2-0 up. We've got it sorted, guys. We're not majorly bothered here now. We've got kind of the win wrapped up, 2-0 up. Tons of opportunities, 16 shots, 7 on target. We've got the possession. We've just had a really, really good result here. And there's still a few missed plays, so there could be a slight upset on the cards as Callum Wilson, although it's saying goal something, which is interesting. It seems to have bugged out, does that goal thing? Because it's saying that there. I mean, it's still... What? I mean, 8 is still showing, and the Clark scored. Oh, the goal doesn't stand. We've not even got the VAR thing coming up. It's all bugged out. It's just gone mental then. The last 4 minutes it went mental. Since I basically went, I've got this wrapped up, guys. We conceded a second, but didn't really spot that it had been disallowed straight away because the screen bugged out. But wow, that almost went to shit. That almost went to shiz. Gonna just sort of hands in pockets, a bit, we did all right, guys. 20th in the league, so yeah, probably should have done better, but it was away from home. A little bit lucky to get away with that last second equaliser, potentially. Obviously, we couldn't really see it in depth because the little decals and everything wasn't working properly, but yeah, we got the win. We got the win. That's all that matters. In terms of league, then, yeah, 2 points behind Man United, who are still just absolutely doing beautiful things in the league, it seems, because, you know, they're not losing games. They had drawn a couple more than us, but obviously lost a couple less. We are 2 points ahead of Liverpool, so it's really close in that top three, but then there's a massive gap down to Chelsea in fourth. So as things stand, well, look, if we keep this kind of run up, we are top three kind of sorted. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to play some of these big teams again, although we have played a few of them recently. So I don't know, it's interesting, guys. I wasn't expecting this. Let me know your thoughts on how you think it's going, obviously, in the comments. But we have got another game to play, and that is, I can't remember, it's against Burnley. We have got a game against Burnley to play. As always, I'm going to say I'm like Burnley, but we are going to play them now, see if we can beat them, keep the run going up. In the next episode, we will be just doing the Cup Final and Liverpool, which is going to be 2 huge games. So that's going to be an awesome next episode. But either way, I'll join you in a flash for the Burnley game. So then, guys, little change to plan, because I didn't realise, because I'm just utterly blind, the Man United game, who were obviously top of the league, and, well, it's Man United, massive rivals, was the next game after Burnley, so we changed plan and did that. Now, hopefully this is going to be a good game, because the Burnley game was absolutely insane. It was 5-3, and just, yeah, I mean, look at that. 3 minutes in, they scored. Joe Gelhardt, we had like some colds and all sorts going on, so we had a few players missing. But yeah, Joe Gelhardt scored, Chris Wood scored, Rafinha scored, Barnes scored, some bookings, Click scored, Rafinha, and it just was all kicking off through this game. It was just, they had loads of chances, they didn't score as well, we had a couple, it was just mental. So hopefully today's game against Man United is going to be pretty decent as well. Team selection wise then, so Phillips is still away because he's recovering from a cold, not saying anything, hopefully he's not coughing with a high temperature. Anyway, Luke Ayling, Meslier, Big D, Cooper coming in, Dallas, Cabaye, Shaq, Click, Harrison, Rafinha, Rodrigo. That's the main squad, guys. Let's go and take on dirty Man United. Apologies any Man United fans, you know, but come on, let's go beat them. Let's go do it, boys. And yeah, we'll top the table if we win. I mean, come on, boys. It's all to play for. We are obviously away from home. There's a very early highlight here, just 2 minutes in. Let's see what this happens. Ayling knocks it back to Cabaye. Can he use his experience to mastermind a win here? Good. Oh, that was a good tackle then. I kind of lost sight of the ball for a bit. It's Martial bursting on goal. Meslier with a save. Luckily, he didn't try and put it across to his teammate, where that could have gone a little bit differently. Lucky for us, he didn't, and it remains 1-0, not 1-0. Good strength squad out they've got here. Quite a formidable Man United squad, and they've been playing really well in the league, kind of matching us in terms of how well we've been doing, really. So, going to be a tough opposition for us. You can see good squad out, but hopefully, oh dear. What could have been it, but hopefully we're going to do good stuff and give them a game. And so far, they are having the better of the chances. But we'll obviously see how the full games go, because sometimes we start a bit sluggish and then burst into it. You never know. Though they are playing it around nicely. McTominay to Fred to Mata to Martial. Absolute brilliant play there for United, and good clearance from Luke Ayling to get rid of that danger. Though it's whipped back in, and Big D this time gets it clear. Cabaye, Click. Can we maybe counter-attack? Attempts to get it to Rodrigo, and luckily just can't get it to him, and they bring it straight back at us here. Not James, it's James. It's just James. It's just James. It's not Spanish. I was thinking James Rodriguez for some reason there, but yeah, that's 1-0 to Man United. I want to say United. 1-0 to Man U. Ooh, not good. Not good, guys. Come on. Get a bit of fighting passion in there. Click just easily dispossessed by Diallo. McTominay on the ball. Good interception. Harrison now. What can he do? Finds Rodrigo. Into Click. Rafinha is in a little bit of space. Beats his man, kind of. He does. There's Click. Come on, boys. We don't seem to be getting the thing here again. Oh, why is it bugging out? I don't know. I mean, beta is beta. There's going to be bugs and issues, but a little bit annoying that we're looking at Diallo rather than Click. But good. A little bit of run, nice bit of little play as well from Leeds, and then Click with the finish, near post, past Gea, makes it 1-1. We're coming into this game a bit more now, guys. 4 shots, 2 on target to the 8 and 4. You know, we're coming into this game a little bit more, which is good to see. Although Diallo does seem to be causing a bit of danger down that flank, and a good effort from Martial with a good save from Meslier. It's been quite evenish, and again, we're definitely getting more and more into this game. Although they have got a corner, Match swings it back in, good clearance out. Don't have anyone forwards to try and get on the end of this. Williams into Diallo again. He might need to get better extra players on him, because he's definitely looked like a danger man. And free kick for us, offside for them. Half time, 1-1 is not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Hands on hips. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it going, boys. I'm pretty happy with that. 1-1 so far against the league toppers, Man United. If we come away with a draw, that'd be an amazing result, to be honest. Got to remember, we're way overperforming where we should be. So anything here is a bonus. Oh, just hoping Rafinha could get on the end of that, but this time their clearance finds Martial. He's through. Oh, he should be scoring that. He should be scoring. I thought he was going to, but brilliant save for Meslier. Under a bit of pressure from the defence as well, as Dallas finds Rafinha. A little bit sluggish to spin there and gets caught in possession. Rafinha's looking a little bit sluggish. Just get a second opportunity though, and this time just absolutely pounds it down the line. Not really aiming for anyone, I don't think. Just kind of trying to hit it into space, and now James is through. Oh, this time he will score. Yeah, just completely did the keeper there. You could sort of see it coming because the keeper just took a wrong step. Maybe anticipating a shot or whatever. But Daniel James, 4th goal of the season, makes it 2-1. Lead goes back to Man United. We'll encourage the players. We're not playing awfully still, so you know we're going to have a bit of belief in them. But their forward players are playing pretty well. For a second, I thought it was going to be an own goal there. Cabaye seemed to be chesting it past the keeper, but lucky for us, he didn't. Luke Ayling, oh, lucky to win forward. He finds Harrison in space to Rodrigo. Oh, that was a brilliant opportunity for Rodrigo. Not taken, though. Will we rule that one, I think? We'll make maybe a change here. Let's see what the squad's looking at. We've got Anxious from Click, but he is having a good game compared to some of the other players. Dallas is not. We'll bring Alioski on for a bit of flair and randomness that he can bring to a squad, and we'll also bring Jack Wilshere into the midfield. We are missing Phillips. You know, he's probably like our best player in that midfield, so we are missing him. Obviously not in there. Got Cabaye, who's a decent replacement, although Rodrigo's through. Oh, another good save from De Gea. We've had chances in this game. We definitely had chances. Try and fire them up. Last 10 minutes to go. Could make one final change. Not sure who we could maybe replace. Maybe one of the wingers. Oh, and there's Diallo. He's looked form. The wide men have looked in form here. Diallo and James, and obviously Tellez, I think, getting the assist there. 3-1. Not ideal, guys. Danger being booked. Rodrigo not having the best of games. We'll bring the youngster on for him. And go with that. Geldard on. Let's see what we can do. He did score in the last match. Let's see if he can pull one out of the bag for us here. The youngsters. Click. Finds the ball. Wilshere takes a snapshot. Defended. Finds his way back to Wilshere. Cabaye. Goes brilliant ball out to Alien in space. Needs to find someone. Does find Click. Oh, brilliant block from the defence. Alien again. Oh, that's a bit of a poor one that time. Luckily we do pick it back up. Oh, whoa. Meslier 100% handled the ball outside the box there, guys. Did you see what I saw? 100%. Let me know in the comments if you saw that. But he 100% handled that outside the box. It is a 3-1 defeat, though, against the dirty Man United scrubbers. I'm a Leeds fan. Gotta have a go. Gotta have a go. But yeah, unfortunately, we do fall to that 3-1 defeat. It's not unacceptable, guys. Disappointing. We've got to have some grounding, man. Have some grounding. But yeah, real shame we couldn't get the win there. But we're still doing absolutely amazingly in the league. As you can see there, just opens up a little bit more of a lead. But we're still doing perfectly well over the rest of the teams. And we have got Liverpool to come very soon in the league, which will be the next episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, smash the like button. And I'll catch you back for the next one, which is going to include Chelsea in the Cup final, and Liverpool in the league for a top of the table clash. See you soon, guys.